all-out coverage.
We'll have the very latest.
Keep it on CBS 4 News.
Me just want figure. LatiNation. Love, peace, and unity. See? LatiNation. Yeah, yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. LatiNation.
What's up, mi gente? I'm Jose, and welcome to LatiNation, representing the new generation. Joining me today is my special co-host, the undisputed DJ, Rob Lowe.
What's up, Jose? What's going on, everyone? Today we've got a crazy show with some Latino-inspired fashion, and Fuego Magazine gives us, Latino men, the scoop on what's hot in entertainment.
Yes, and we hang with a true prodigy, the talented Jimmy Bosch. This accomplished trombonist has struck a major chord working with some of Salsa's greatest legends.
I've recorded with just about everybody who's anybody in the salsa music genre. So Israel Cachao Lopez, Fania All-Stars, Tito Puente, may rest in peace, Celia Cruz, may she rest in peace, Peter Conde Rodriguez, Eddie Palmieri, all of those bands and all of those artists who were my heroes as I grew up, I got to perform with and share the stage with or records with.
But first, we link up with Brazilian director Eduardo Brand, who is making his mark in Latino cinema with his documentary on tattoos. His film is helping to shed a positive light on an art form that has long been looked down upon in his native country.
McDonald's LatiNation. An advocate of digital technology, Brazilian filmmaker Eduardo Brand is utilizing this medium to tell stories and produce quality work one frame at a time. Along with a partner, the South American director created his own production company and is churning out innovative projects, including his country's first high-definition music video.
Hoje é dia quente, tudo vai mudar.
Inspired by Mexican-American director Robert Rodriguez, Eduardo employs the same guerrilla style of filmmaking made popular by his mentor.
I got a lot of influence of Robert Rodriguez because the first time I saw mariachi was really something, wow, because he showed me a whole way of making films. The way he said that every time you cut, you change the angle of the camera. I use that a lot. People sometimes come to me, I have 8 cameras there, 9 cameras. How many cameras I had there? I say, oh, only one. And so many other processes. The ways of the cutting the film and how to produce the film.
Eduardo's resourcefulness led to the making of his documentary, Registrated Skin, which began as a much smaller venture.
Registrated Skin is a Brazilian documentary about tattoo. And when we did it, it was not like, let's do, not a documentary, but a video about tattoo. We show some tattoos and put some great music. Okay, we started to do it. And when you saw so many interesting people start to come and tell those stories, and then when you saw, it was like, okay, I cannot do it 15 minutes, I gotta do 1 hour film. And then, okay, 1 hour and 30. And then it was a full-length documentary.
Toda vez que eu levanto o braço, eu tô levantando o Brasil.
Eu tenho as minhas tatuagens por uma questão espiritual. Eu sou sacerdote afrodescendente, tá?
The film takes aim at the prejudices surrounding the tattoo culture and serves up testimonials by those who defend this art as a freedom of self-expression.
Eu sou promotor vitalício, também sou professor universitário, e fiz a tatuagem, não pode fazer nada.
Eu já quase matei minha mãe 2 vezes. A primeira foi até com 18 anos, e a segunda quando eu fiz a minha primeira tatuagem com 26.
Through his film, Eduardo Brand hopes to reverse the negative stereotypes with which tattoo bearers have long been branded.
In Brazil, we have a lot of prejudge about tattoos. Because I made my first tattoo, it was a whole scandal in my house. Oh my God, a tattoo is a jail thing, it's a sailor thing, and now, no problem. Not only my house, but everybody who had watched it's more like, oh, so I want to be a lawyer? I don't really care anymore if I have a tattoo. After this documentary, people are accepting it more. There's so many people that are really going good in life and have so many tattoos, it doesn't make a difference.
Okay, next. True Roots International Clothing Company is, as the name implies, truly international, celebrating all the razas with its urban and culturally infused fashion. With the increasing popularity of urban-inspired fashions, young Latinos are looking for a line that represents their heritage with a positive message. True Roots is helping to fill that niche.
True Roots is raw, hard goods, clothing for the true and the real.
In the last 10 years, it went from a cultural t-shirt line to True Roots International Clothing Company.
Los Angeles native Anthony Cruz started True Roots International in 1992. Supplying retail stores across LA for many years, the company shifted its focus to concentrate on being the main provider of cultural streetwear in the retail market.
We had stores, 3 retail stores in the past that did very well, but we decided to focus primarily on being the best supplier to all the stores out there.
That way it gives us time to come up with more designs to make the line bigger, stronger, always evolving and not just concentrating on, a retail space.
True Roots is known for designing an image tailored to fit one's zest for urban style and culture. From hoodies to guayaberas, hats, and basketball jerseys, the company produces clothing not only for Latinos, but for reggae lovers and anybody who wants to make a fashion statement.
We specialize in making symbolic icon streetwear cater towards your culture so you can represent. That's our specialty. We don't exclude any other culture. True Roots is for everybody. It's raw representation about being true to your roots. It's rebellious. It's a statement saying we don't care about any negativity that may be announced in the media. This is in your face, like I'm true to my roots and I'm proud.
This is the True Roots fist right here. As you can see, it's representing strength, True Roots.
This is one from our Revolutionary Freedom Fighter series. We specialize in making designs with our revolutionary legends, our symbolic icons that have fought and died for what we still believe in today.
True Roots International continues to forge ahead in creating a unique type of urban wear clothing company in today's fashion industry.
The main purpose is just to keep on producing raw, cutting-edge, True Roots, represent streetwear for the people. That's our main motive.
Up next on Latin Nation, we jam with one of salsa's exceptional acts, Jimmy Bosch.
Navy, accelerate your life.
The melted Swiss has again proven more than I can resist. Though it takes great inner strength to forego the crispy option, today I shall instead have my chicken club grilled. Oh, and can you kindly recommend a drink with that, monsieur?
Indulge your sophisticated side with McDonald's new premium chicken sandwiches. They're the tastiest flavor combinations made fresh daily with first-class ingredients.
Dude, can you buy lunch? Promise not to tell anyone about this.
You're watching AIM Television.
Navy, accelerate your life.
But in our hearts, we're hurting.
Well, the pictures of Katrina's devastation can take your breath away.
No, this reminds me so much of Hurricane Andrew and the days after those first.
Widespread destruction, hundreds of thousands are flooded out.
Well, CBS Sports' Brian Andrews has been riding out this storm from the beginning.
New Orleans is in a state of disaster.
Today, we're only beginning to see the devastation that was caused by this hurricane.
At first, I was embarrassed to admit it. I thought that I knew about all the hottest places, but it turns out I didn't know what I was missing until I called Quest Chatline. What an amazing experience. Quest has the most local singles, it's easy to use, and you can try it for free right now. You don't know who you're missing. Call Quest now.
Try it free. 305-892-1111. That's 305-892-1111.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Latin Nation. Okay, now for a taste of salsa.
Jimmy Bosch is one of the most sought-after trombonists in the world of Latin music, playing with icons such as Celia Cruz, Tito Puente, and Ruben Blades, just to name a few. With a prolific career that spans 3 decades, Jimmy Bosch is a living legend, helping to keep salsa alive.
Navy, accelerate your life. Invigorating. exceptional, and pioneering. These are just a few of the words that best describe Jimmy Bosch's mastery of the trombone. This Puerto Rican prodigy began his legacy at a very young age, ultimately achieving success as a musician and composer in the world of salsa. He would go on to work with such notable figures as salsa greats Willie Colon and Ruben Blades, and contemporaries Mark Anthony and Victor Manuel. The talented trombonist has also lent his skills to numerous Grammy-winning albums.
The music I grew up listening to was definitely salsa, rock, and a little bit of jazz, but predominantly Latin music was really what I was exposed to. I started playing the trombone at age 11. By the time I turned 13, I had already discovered the ability to kind of imitate sounds in my head or melodies in my head or melodies that I heard on records or on the radio. And I did my first job for $75. I've recorded with just about everybody who's anybody in the salsa music genre. So Israel Cachao Lopez, Fania All-Stars, Tito Puente, may rest in peace, Celia Cruz, may she rest in peace, Peter Conde Rodriguez, Eddie Palmieri, all of those bands and all of those artists who were my heroes as I grew up, I got to perform with and share the stage with or records with.
By the mid-90s, Jimmy assembled his own band, launching a solo career. The success of his two first albums, including his 1998 debut, Soneando Trombón, established him as one of the key players in salsa dura, a more aggressive form of salsa that allows impromptu performances.
The format that I use as a soloist, as a trombonist, the whole idea of playing moñas, spontaneous riffs, making up lines to enhance the music or to add it or take it to another level. In salsa music, it's an art form. Where does that come from? It comes from the very passion and the freedom of expression that I inject into the process.
While Jimmy's versatile sound also spills over into the Latin jazz genre, this gifted artist remains true to his salsa roots.
People often refer to me as a Latin jazz artist because of the format that I use in salsa music. I always remind them, I said, well, my thing is salsa, I'm a salsero, But because I use a format that lends itself to a lot of improvisation, every member of my band is a soloist. And that's what defines a salsa dura band. I get to feature everyone in the band, so you never know what's going to happen in one of my shows. I could play the same number 10 times in a row, and it'll be 10 different experiences every time.
His list of accomplishments continues to grow. In 2004, he collaborated with the legendary Cachao in Ahora Sí, a CD-DVD produced by actor Andy Garcia. And in 2005, he released his highly anticipated album, El Avión de la Salsa. The Jimmy Bosch experience can also be felt in Etnosur, a culture meeting, a DVD of his concert festival performance.
My journey has been an exciting one and a privileged one, I like to say, because I've been blessed to be able to play with all these great artists. I think I would like to be remembered as someone whose commitment as a band leader and as an artist was through the music, through the power of music and lyric to make a difference in people's lives. And when that happens, even one person at a time, that's worth more to me than all the money I could ever make.
Stay tuned. We peek inside the pages of Fuego magazine on LatiNation, representing a new generation.
LatiNation.
Presented by new Speed Stick 24/7, keeping men drier 24/7.
Urgent. Employee Pricing Plus. Save up to $82.83 on Grand Cherokee. Save up to $56.55 on Jeep Liberty. Employee Pricing Plus at Dade Jeep Chrysler. Southwest 158th Street and US 1.
Hi, I'm attorney Robert J. Fensterscheid. People have been telling me their legal problems for over 25 years. That's why I created my website, tellrobert.com. When you log on, you can fill out a free legal evaluation or download a free copy of the latest living will. Injured? Tell Robert. Car accident? Tell Robert. Hurt by prescription drugs? Tell Robert. Please visit me at tellrobert.com or call me at 1-800-LAWMAN8.
Now a little number from Betty Bond. Betty Bond's #1 when it comes to air bed comfort. Buy this comfort at king-size bed at Betty Bond's David and lower discount price. And that price includes our famous linen package and frame. Over $400 worth of quality merchandise at no extra charge. This king-size air bed features 2 digital controls with settings from 0 to 100.
Soft to hard.
When it comes to slumber, Betty Bond's got your number. You know, with yours, same-day delivery available. Buy the Betty Bond near you.
In Florida, Boynton Beach, Tamarack, West Palm Beach, Deerfield, and Davie.
Did you know that hurricanes and tropical storms can bring 20 inches of rain in a single day? South Florida's canals help prevent severe flooding by collecting and moving stormwater away from populated areas.
This message is underwritten by the South Florida Water Management District, protector of the Everglades.
I'm a soldier. Nothing gets by me. I'm their eyes. I don't blink.
No matter what's put in front of me, nothing can hold me back.
The latest in technology at my fingertips. In my hands, the safety of my team.
Find your place and proudly say, Yo soy el Army. Become a soldier. Para los hombres, competir es algo 24/7 que requiere la protección del nuevo Speed Stick 24/7. Por eso desarrollaron la tecnología microabsorbente en el nuevo Speed Stick 24/7. Partículas poderosas que pueden absorber hasta 100 veces su peso en sudor, manteniéndote más seco. Y listo hasta para la competencia más fuerte. Nuevo Speed Stick 24/7 con tecnología microabsorbente. Te mantiene más seco 24/7.
Welcome back to Latin Nation, representing a new generation. There are many, many magazines just for women. There are even a few aimed at men, but there's one publication keeping the Latino male in mind.
That's right. Fuego magazine is filled with content targeted toward the modern Latino man like myself. Let's check it out.
Harris Publication prints many popular men's magazines, such as King, XXL, and Revolver. Its new venture is geared toward the English-speaking Latino. Fuego magazine gives readers a look at American pop culture from the perspective of first and second generation Latinos.
Harris Publications has been putting out hip-hop magazines for years. And I definitely kind of think like the leader in that field. I think their distribution people and their ad sales people were telling them like, look, there's a big market. People want to learn more about Latino culture and you can't keep doing it through the hip hop book. I still had to sell them on the vision that I had for the book because they were thinking, you know, like hot girls in bikinis and lowriders and a skateboarder kid. And I was, well, we're way more complex than that.
Striking a balance between the American Latino experience and that of Latin American culture, Fuego entertains its readers from cover to cover.
Start you off with a section called La Raza, which is kind of like the be-all, end-all to American pop culture. And then we move on to a section called Gloria, which is the Fuego look at sports. And that's kind of like looking at the Latinos who are making noise in sports. Other sections include the recognized section, and that's basically where we profile the behind-the-scenes folks. People in our communities who are making headways on the community activism tip, on the business tip. We're looking for people who are making significant change and contributions to Latinos in their communities. I am going after a generation of folks who identify with English as their first language, but these are folks who also identify with the Latin culture. And I'm really big into having the reader see themselves in the pages.
Like any young business, Fuego magazine faces several challenges, including raising revenue by competing for its share of advertising dollars.
We had very little support from Latino advertisers. And I could go on and on about the politics of that, but I think the vanguard of Latino ad dollars has put out this vision that in order for you to get Latino ad dollars, your magazine has to be in Spanish. The best thing that I think readers and people can do, instead of writing letters to us, you know, write letters to the advertisers. Like, let's say you're a Latino and you have the cash to buy a Mercedes-Benz, you know, and you look into a Latino magazine and you don't see it. Don't write me a letter. I know what's up, you know what I'm saying? We're knocking on those doors. You write a letter to the Mercedes Motor Company and say, hey, you know what? I love your cars, but I have to go really far to, like, you know, get pictures of those cars. We'll try to give you what's relevant to your life and your culture, our culture, but we need the support from readers to go knocking on doors and say, hey, you know, like, this is for us. Why don't you get down with us?
As a fresh new voice for Latinos in the U.S., Fuego is working to shift the focus from the stereotypical fare to the more substantive topics affecting them.
I think if we don't really take the opportunity to discuss other things that are happening in our community besides the pretty people, then we're doomed. Then we're gonna be the exotic, hot Latinos forever. And I think for us to grow and really break ground in all the industries, you know, and also in the community work, we need to kind of like start thinking about the other things, you know?
Coming up next on Latin Nation, we tear down the house with the revolutionary sounds of Scampida.
On Location with Latin Nation brings you the hottest events in your city. To view more dates, log on to LatiNation.tv and click on Location.
Navy, accelerate your life.
You got the bar, the betting bar, you got the discount price and it feels so right. You got the bar, the betting bar, you got the discount price and it feels so right. We got the package just for you. 8 pieces of linen, what to do? We got the bar, betting bar, we got the discount price and it feels so right. Take it home with you or same-day delivery available. Buy the betting bar near you.
In Florida, Boynton Beach, Tamarack, West Palm Beach, Deerfield, and Davie.
The CBS4 UPN 33 Hurricane 2005 guide is here. All the information you need to prepare for a hurricane. Inside, you'll get Brian's tracking chart, shopping list, and important phone numbers. It's valuable information at your fingertips, available in English and Spanish. So pick up your free CBS4 UPN 33 Hurricane Guide at any Winn-Dixie location. Brought to you by these sponsors. CBS4, your hurricane station.
Floss. Toss. Go. Go. Floss. Toss. Go.
Dentec Floss Picks.
Floss. Toss. Go.
Flossing made easy.
The Marseille Hotel in Miami's South Beach.
LatiNation, you are watching LatiNation. Don't you change the channel. Don't you change it now, yeah.
I'm a soldier. Nothing gets by me. I'm their eyes. I don't blink.
No matter what's put in front of me, nothing can hold me back.
The latest in technology at my fingertips. In my hands, the safety of my team.
Find your place and proudly say, Yo soy el Army. Become a soldier. Soldiers in the Army Reserve are all around you. They take pride and honor in serving their country, knowing it doesn't mean giving up their civilian life. They further their education and gain the skills and experience that help them succeed every day. Become a soldier in the Army Reserve. It's not your everyday job.
Welcome back to Latin Nation. Today in our studios we have Colombia's Scampida. Yeah. Que viva Colombia!
Viva Colombia!
So first off, when did you guys form and where are you guys all from?
We started playing like in 1998, and 1 year after, the horn section came into the band.
So you guys play a mix of reggae, ska. How do you define your music?
It's rock mestizo. Mestizo, the mix of races. And we play rock, hardcore, neocumbiambero, punk, champeta, cumbia.
So tell me a little bit about champeta. What exactly is that?
Champeta is a rhythm from Cartagena, Colombia. They play this kind of reggaeton, but it's a little bit faster and a little bit more African. Champeta is the name of a big knife in the ghetto language.
I read somewhere that your message is to stop the violence. What is Scampida's message?
Yes, Scampida's message is hard to describe.